Okay, we're all good. Okay. Hi, Anna and Eddie. This is your interview for the Hill News before the upcoming debate for the SGA co-presidential election. This is going to be pretty brief, but just a chance to get the student body and faculty, whoever might want to watch, just to know you a little bit better, like I said, before it's time to vote. So the first question is, for those that might not know you personally, tell us about yourselves. Where are you from? How long have you been at Hill? What are your academic, non-academic interests, extracurriculars, strengths, etc.?
Anna, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, I can go. So my name is Anna Schlegel. I'm a 3-year student from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. I was a day student my freshman year, and last year and this year I was a boarding student. I'm currently a prefect in Johnson Dorm in Dutch Village. For extracurriculars, I play water polo and I'm on the swim team. Something that not a lot of people know is that I'm really into gardening, and if you ask my roommate, we have a ton of plants all over our room, which I think is kind of fun. And then for strengths, I think I'm pretty good at diffusing tension, organizing people, events. I do it all the time, with prefecting, with family nights and stuff like that. And then I think I'm a pretty good empathizer. Eddie, if you wanted to go.
Yeah, so my name's Eddie Proffitt. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm a junior this year. This is my first year at Hill after being at the same school for my whole life. So this has been quite the experience for me. And I'm a boarding student here. In terms of academic interests, I really like learning about history and science. And outside of school, or I guess, sort of co-curricular, it is for me squash and rowing. So I'm a prefect this year, which may sound a little weird because it's my first year, but I recently got I'm a prefect this spring. And I really look forward to, hopefully being able to take advantage of or being able to serve in more of a leadership capacity through SGA. So yeah.
Awesome. So what made you guys want to run for SGA co-presidents?
Well, I can start with that. And basically the thing is, one of our core ideas is community. And for me coming in new, I had a bit of a rough start. I got on crutches my second day here. And so I was definitely in need of some support. And in this community, I really found that. So I remember, the squash team and throughout my hall, a lot of support and help. And I'm just trying to give back and strengthen those core values that I felt so strongly when I first came here.
Yeah, to go off that, another one of our pillars is kind of communication. And I remember freshman year, as a day student, being really frustrated with the communication that was being given to day students. So I wanted to run and try and make a difference in that aspect. And I've run every year since. And fourth form year, I was the senator person for fourth form. And I really want to continue to try and make a difference, make it more of a community experience for everyone. And I think day students, new students, everyone should feel like they're a part of this community too. And that's one of the reasons I want to run.
And just going off of that real quick, the reason why we're such a good blend also is because of her experience here. She has, she knows what's the way that Hill does things, and she's familiar with Hill's history, whereas I'm coming in new. And so we have that sort of diversity of perspectives, but also similarity in that, we're both good students, we're both organized, and we think, we hope you think we're effective people also in general.
Okay, thank you so much. So the next question is a little bit easier. What is your favorite Hill memory and why?
Okay. One of my favorite memories was from freshman year. I think a lot of you will remember the temporary dining hall that we had set up where the Dell Science buildings are currently. It was just after a water polo game, and I honestly can't remember if we won or lost, but I remember running into the temporary dining hall. It was flooded. People were screaming. It was pouring rain. People were standing on tables trying to keep their feet dry, and we were about to head to this big school, Pottstown or Pottsgrove football game. And I don't remember the game, honestly. I just remember how happy and excited everyone was, even though the dining hall was completely flooded. And that just feeling of belonging and community, and it's great. It's raining outside and we're still all happy. So that was one of my favorite memories, definitely.
Yeah, again, tying in with the community theme of our campaign, for me was when I was on crutches and I was walking to dinner with the squash team. and they all obviously were going a little faster than I was. And so they turn around and they see me there trying to keep up. And I remember them, saying, "Hey, let's go back and get him," and walking almost in slow motion behind me. And that's what I feel like the Hill community represents. It's, giving you a spare hand to take your meal when you don't have, when your hands aren't available or whatnot. And yeah, I feel like that really gave me a sense of how well I was going to fit in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So what are 3 specific goals that you hope to work on as SGA co-presidents?
So, like you already, sorry, do you want to go?
No, you go. You go.
Okay. Yeah. So, like we already mentioned, we already mentioned 2 of our pillars: community and communication, and the other one is freedom. So, in terms of community, we really want to, we think we've lost some of that. As much as we like to say it's just physical distancing, as much as Mr. Baum likes to say that, sometimes it can end up dividing us socially too. So we want to make sure that we're bringing people back together, especially the day students. We want to create, systems where, interactions can be facilitated between people who don't know each other necessarily, just through their day-to-day opportunities. So one of those ways would be to expand the dorm cup activities in a way that brings day students in more and allows for them to become more a part of our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, and to go off that, I was talking with a bunch of day students, like even in my own classes, and they're like, yeah, like we don't even have affiliated dorms this year. So they're really feeling like they're being left out. So I think bringing back the open dorms, open family nights next year, COVID restrictions allowing, and working with the prefect council just to have more of those inclusive experience, those family nights. Because Eddie's right, it's not just the physical distancing that's keeping us apart. It is difficult. So next year we definitely like to work on bringing everyone back together, especially in the dorms.
Right. And then continuing on to our next thing, the freedom. As we get out of this COVID pandemic, we want to make sure that we're, opening up as is safe, but also as efficiently as possible. So we want to give people their freedoms back. That as soon as possible. That includes, hopefully being able to be, masks off at some point, or expanding our privileges. Of course, as is safe. But of course, our this Thursday, starting our vaccinations will be a great step in that direction, but we'll continue to put that at the forefront of our campaign.
And then another goal we had, and this one kind of combines all 3 of those pillars, but issue a couple of the girls were having was the way the dress code was being handled in the gym after hours. And a lot of girls, they were feeling like a little uncomfortable, or maybe like they can't go to the gym, they can't work out because of the way they're dressed, or maybe because they feel just uncomfortable being girls in the gym. So I feel like that's definitely something we can work on together to make everyone feel more included, to make working out more of focus on the workout instead of like maybe how you're feeling during the workout. And I feel like that is definitely something we can work on. And then, yeah.
Okay, if that's all, before we wrap up with anything else you'd like to say, kind of your closing statements, we have our surprise question being for each of you. If you were a type of bread, what type of bread would you be and why?
Can I start?
Please.
I would be gluten-free sourdough bread. I have celiac disease, so I have not had real bread in a very long time. Therefore, sourdough gluten-free bread.
Nice. I guess I would just be a sourdough. It's just my favorite bread. I don't really know. A bread doesn't really have a whole lot of like specific character. It's just I don't know. Sourdough has a little tang to it, and yeah, I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay, so finally, is there anything else you want the student body to know before the upcoming debate?
I think that is all we want to leave you with. So do you want to try to do it in sync? It's going to be difficult to do it on Zoom.
Yeah, we can try and do it in sync.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Vote
for Eddie and Anna,
and you'll be cooler than a
a
banana. Thank you all.
I like it. Okay, thank you both so much for your time, and good luck with the rest of your candidacy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. Bye.